Tony G folds. Steaming. Phil folds. Suited connectors for Ernest Wiggins, the straddler.
It's like Ernest is actually calculating the size of the pot. Maybe his girlfriend / poker coach Rabbit gave him a lesson in pot odds during halftime.
Cool. It'll be 3 players on the flop. Comes out King 9-10.
Doyle's flop best with a pair of 9s.
Check.
Ernest checks. Doyle checks.
Phil looking to take a stab here in position.
I should have bet. I You been running?
Phil bets 6,200.
I'm out of there. No, you got it, man. Go ahead. You really? Got it by me.
Ernest folds.
Raise.
What's poker?
A check raise by Doyle Brunson.
It's only one move he's really got here.
Bet it all.
Your pot committed, huh?
He goes all in.
And whether Doyle's frustrated or just senses weakness, he's looking to double up.
You probably got me beat. 10, 20, 5.
Be tough to not have you beat Phil. You have 6 high.
Wish I had a draw. I'd call.
I knew you had 2 little cards.
2 little cards?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too good.
King of spades.
Doyle showed an 8.
No, there wasn't no kings in my hand.
The jack 8 makes sense.
Wasn't no jacks.
I was owned.
The 7-8 makes sense.
I knew you didn't come in there with no 2 big cards on top of that. See how smart I am?
I was owned.
Internet players would have said, based on your range, on the calculations I've made of your PFR, there's clearly no way you had 2 pictures, right? That's what Doyle just said. I knew you never did have no big cards.
I didn't think he did that time.
That hurt. 10K down.
I'm sorry. I want to win a pot before this day's over.
He's gonna hurt it.
Doyle's not going to play this one. Ace-3 suited for lock.
I wish you'd had a draw, too.
Raises to 3,000. Tony G calls. So does Phil Hellmuth. The loose cannon Ernest Wiggins gets rid of his hand. And the straddler calls.
This is a good opportunity to, if I could win this pot, I'd be de-steamed.
This is the exact situation where you won with Ace-3 of spades, except you limped and he raised.
Nice read, Phil. I guess he's been getting life coaching from Obi-Wan Kenobi.
3 King 10 on the flop. Goes check, check, check over to Tony G. He bets 7,000.
Betting his flush draw. Hellmuth calls with top pair.
Daniel folds.
Deja vu. Deja vu. Look at that, Daniel.
Bottom pair not good enough for Phil.
That's sick.
Down to 2 players on the turn, which is the 6 of diamonds. A check by Hellmuth. Bet of 25,000 by Tony G.
That's a big, big bet. All Tony's picked up here is another draw. He's got a flush draw and a gut shot draw. He's trying to win this pot with pure aggression. He's more than likely steaming from losing that huge pot to Daniel a few hands ago. If Hellmuth is the NIT they say he is, this bet just might work. But if Phil would only look just a little to his right, he might be able to see the smoke coming from Tony's ears. Now, even though Tony has bupkis right now, he does have 12 outs. If Phil calls, Tony could still get there. Don't forget, young Padawans, Phil's a Jedi now, and he can dodge bullets, even with the blast shield down.
Well, I guess he's folding now, because I think Tony saw his hand.
Yeah, when Tony sees his hand, it's harder from the call.
Phil folds.
These aren't the cards you're looking for.
Good, you showed bluff, Tony.
Folds the best hand.
Nothing to show.
You can show it. I had King Jack.
Say the ringer, please. Lord, he folded top pair. With the...
I would have missed.
Would you say you would have missed?
I love Tony G.
I would have missed. I believe him, too.
I don't.
It's fun, more fun to believe him.
It's more fun to guess what, if I should have showed one card, there'd be no mystery. Now it's like, you know, I could have had something, I might have had nothing.
Good lay down, Phil.
Thank you, Doyle.
Chris Rose and Joe Stapleton back in Las Vegas, home of the big game. Action starts on Doyle Brunson.
Down for double again. It is down for double, too. Believe me, every time.
Show everybody how much class you have.
Folds around to Tony G.
All right. I raise it 1,000.
Raises 1,000 with 5 high. Quick re-raise by Phil Hellmuth.
Bizarre small re-raise from Phil Hellmuth.
Ernest Wiggins is out of the way, so too is Daniel.
Things can get nasty at the end, right? The river was wild.
It's a bizarre raise because Tony's definitely not folding.
6-9-4 on the flop.
Check.
Goes check, check.
Now Hellmuth checks top pair.
2 pair now for Tony G. Bets 4 grand. Phil calls.
Looks like Phil may have been trying to set a trap with top pair of 9s. Now calling with the worst of it. May have trapped himself.
Please.
And Tony makes a full house on the river.
10.
Call.
That's 10 grand. Phil calls.
call.
Sees the bad news.
He has a full house.
You didn't raise?
At least maybe we'll get the blow up we're all waiting for.
I know you got a flush.
The 9. This guy's raising.
He's got a
raising.
9. You try.
Explosion's about to happen.
Bring the trike.
Bring the trike.
Oh, you can't drive a bike.
God, it's extraordinarily. It's just so unlucky. I mean, you're really getting sick of this. 4-5 offsuit.
Please. The game all evens out.
Bottom pair against top pair. Bottom pair against top pair.
Come on,
Where he's going to pay me off another 7,000-8,000. But no, he fills up and wins 14 for me.
You're a disgrace to the game.
Where do you come up with that?
I'll tell you, can I tell you one thing, Tony? Can I tell you one thing? I wish that I weren't a bad loser sometimes, but it's 10 times as bad to be a bad winner. And you're a bad winner, my friend.
Isn't the world made up of all kinds of people?
80,000 in the ground. He's stuck right now.
He's actually losing.
I'm losing 100,000.
Just rubbed 4-5 in my face and told me how bad I played and whatever, and I'm a disgrace. That's a bad winner. You say what you want to say.
Action continues at this table of friends.
It's working.
You want to defend that? Go on record.
not a winner.
Doyle Brunson calls the straddle.
He's losing. You're about even. He's losing for real.
I got a straddle.
He's not a winner. He's losing.
So does Phil Lock.
Everyone's a winner, Phil. Everyone. All of us are here. All of us are winners out of life.
Tony G checks.
That's what Daniel said. I'm a winner at life. You're a winner at life. You're a brilliant person. You've done great. But not cash games are not your forte.
The flop.
It's not your fault.
He's good with the... He sets him up and he punches him pretty good.
Doyle checks.
I'm up a lot of money in the cash games and hold them only, by the way.
So that's what we're playing here. We're not playing.
Okay.
I'm playing stud 8 or better.
Phil bets 2,500. Tony G calls.
I offered like to play you any stakes, any game you can name, any amount you can count. You refuse to do that.
Doyle folds.
I'll play you high stake. We'll put it on TV. We'll play big.
Next year when I move to Vegas, you can bring your millions with you, and I'll take it from you.
You don't have to bring them. They're here.
I wish y'all would hurry and get here.
Phil checks. Tony G bets 5 grand.
I'm coming, Dolly. I'm coming. But I'm going to choose the games I want to play.
That's fine.
Don't worry, you won't have a problem.
Tony G wins the
Phil
hand.
says.
No.
That works for a while, but
It works better in the fields that Phil Hellmuth wins in. Showing the cards.
Ace-5 might have been good, huh?
Ace-5 may have been just good. The kicker.
4-5 offsuit.
You know what Doyle's challenge is? Tony, do you think you would be the best mind coach for Phil Hellmuth? Because it feels like you want to motivate him. I mean, you want him to play well, right?
But you do it by beating him.
I tell you what I want. I want to crush him. I want him to be busted here. That's what I want. I'm not going to pretend. That's what I want.
Fair enough. Hey.
It might be bad, but that's what I want.
Action will start on Ernest, who folds.
I'm doing all I can. I've given him a lot of money actually doing that. You have a positive EV against me.
Daniel is raised.
I'm out of position. I'm playing just because it's you. Feel good.
Action folds to Tony G.
Tony G builds him up and beats him down. It's like some
Makes
sort
the
of
call.
like
As does Phil.
Jim Jones training camp thing or something so crazy. I don't know what the hell it is.
The flop.
I've never seen it.
Check.
Check by Tony. Check by Phil. Daniel with his 10s. Bets 3,000.
Still fold. I know you're folding.
Fold by Tony and fold by Phil.
Good fold, Tony.
Queen, king.
Oh, you were drawing almost dead. Because one of these is a queen or a king. I showed a 10.
So Daniel wins the pot, and Tony G is unable to get his wish as Hellmuth remains in the game. Daniel made the biggest move tonight. He's won over $134K, while Tony G took a tumble. With the help of that big win versus Phil, the loose cannon Ernest Wiggins from Washington, D.C. finds himself in great position with almost $65,000 in profits.
All right, guys, the last hand of the night. DC, you have to be feeling good right now. You're up 64K.
Am I?
64 dimes.
I haven't even been keeping up. I just been like playing poker. I really don't know. Really.
Not thinking about it too much?
No.
Tony, you seem like you're having fun with Phil.
I'm having a lot of fun. We're having a ball, Phil, aren't we? I know you want to win and then see how I'm crushed, but I only crawl around for about 5 minutes. I don't say
Tony
much.
G and Grey Goose make a great combination.
They do indeed. All right, that's it, guys. I'm Amanda Leatherman saying goodbye for now. And remember, if you've got the cash and the guts, there's always a seat open at the big game. See you next time.
If you want to appear on the big game and be a loose cannon, log on to PokerStars.net. There are free qualifying tournaments every day. For Joe Stapleton, I'm Chris Rose. We'll see you tomorrow night.
You gotta love Amanda. Thank you, girl. She's the best. She really is.